Seeing Elaine got 2,700,000 more principal. The other old men and women were all excited and crazy. They felt that since all her money was refunded, their own money should be refunded even with the profit. So a few people took the lead and asked, "Manager Joe, what about our money?" Manager Joe hurriedly looked at Orville Hong. Although Orville Hong was not willing to vomit the money that he ate in his stomach, but the Charlie family who was offended this time, maybe even his life worth, so he couldn't care about the distress, and blurted out, "Retire all back." For the sake of Mr. Charlie's face, everyone's money is returned with all the profits. The crowd suddenly cheered with excitement. Charlie suddenly said coldly at this time, "Mr. Orville, these people have nothing to do with me. What do you mean by looking at my face? Do you want to play moral kidnapping with me?" Orville Hong was startled, and blurted out, "Mr. Charlie, what do you mean?" Little confused, "I don't understand." Charlie said, "These people's money has nothing to do with me. If you want to refund, you can refund. If you don't want to refund, you won't refund. But if you dare to say that the refund is for the sake of my face, then don't blame me for turning my face now. These old men and old ladies have been taunting with Elaine just now. Why is he helping them get debts now?" On the contrary, not only would he not help them demand debts, but he would also give Orville Hong some eye drops to let him figure it out, and refunding the money to these old men and old ladies would offend him. Orville Hong understood immediately, and blurted out, "Mr. Charlie, don't worry, I understand." After that, he said to Harley Joe, "Only refund Mr. Charlie's mother-in-law's money. Nothing else." Ah! The old ladies who were still ecstatic just now went crazy one by one, and some even cried and wailed. Some people begged Charlie to show mercy, but Charlie turned a deaf ear. How did a bunch of old and disrespectful things sneer and insult him? Now that they saw him dealing with Orville, they expect him to help? Go to your mother. Seeing these old men and old ladies frying the pan, Orville Hong suddenly shouted, "It's all FC King, shut up. Who the FCK will say one more thing, if you quarrel with Mr. Charlie, I will kill you." These old men and old ladies suddenly didn't dare to say anything. Orville Hong looked at Fred White, who was stunned, and blurted out, "Mr. Charlie, this prince is your friend?" Charlie glanced at Fred White, and Fred White hurriedly begged, "Charlie, Charlie. Charlie, help me. Tell Mr. Orville, we are good friends. Please." Charlie snorted coldly and said to Orville Hong, "I don't know this person, you continue to fulfill your promise, and let him go after you have done enough." Orville Hong immediately understood, and ordered his men, "DMN, give him a hit, this B*TCH, his presence fill my heart with anger." Fred White wailed in horror, "Charlie. It's me who has eyes but not thinking. I beg you to help me, I beg you." Charlie looked at him and said coldly, "I have no relatives, no cause, no grievances, no grudges, but you ridiculed me over and over again, asking me to save you again? Wake up, don't dream." Fred White suddenly collapsed and cried, "Charlie, I really know I was wrong, please help me." Seeing that Charlie's expression was not good, Orville Hong immediately shouted at his opponent, "D*MN, you guys, why don't you do it? Are you looking for death?" Several of his subordinates were taken aback, and hurriedly grabbed Fred White's neck and hair, crackling and twitching. Fred White's mouth was full of blood and a few broken teeth, but he still didn't stop. Every slap was drawn extremely hard. Orville Hong asked Charlie with a smile, "Mr. Charlie, are you satisfied with this treatment?" Charlie nodded, "Okay, that's it, I have to go." Orville Hong hurriedly handed his business card to Charlie respectfully and complimented, "Mr. Charlie, this is my contact information. If you have anything in the future, please tell me, I will definitely be there on call." Charlie gave a hum, and put his business card into his pocket. Then he said to his mother-in-law Elaine, "Mom, it's late, let's go back." Although Elaine was slapped a few times, she earned $700,000 in the end, so she closed her mouth happily at the moment. Charlie was also full of pride when she saw that her son-in-law really gave her a face. Charlie brought the money and took Elaine to leave. The old men and old ladies gathered in front of Charlie, and said with intent, "Oh, Charlie, it was the ant who just messed it. We didn't expect you to be like this. Amazing, really young, and promising." "Yeah, Charlie, you are a talented person, and you look like a dragon and a phoenix among people. My son-in-law is far behind you. See if you can help us and tell the manager, give us back the money, it's all our hard-earned money." Charlie frowned and said coldly, "Why should I help you? Don't you all have eyes above your top? If you don't get the money back, you can ask your own son-in-law for help. After all, just take a step.